Salut à tous les amis, c'est Sylann et on se retrouve près de l'auberge de Kingfisher pour poursuivre nos aventures. Alors, on va retrouver le médecin qui voulait enquêter sur l'incident qu'il y a eu avec Priscilla. Et on va s'introduire dans une morgue.
Ready for a stroll through the sewers?
Ready and intrigued.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious. Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Ah, je fais quand même beaucoup moins mal que d'habitude avec mes sorts. Ceci dit, je m'en sors. Et il se bat avec quoi? Ah, une arbalète. Ah, cool. Ça fait un bon allié à distance. Oula, gueule, ça, c'est là. Oh, tout drôle. Techniquement, je fais pas des masses de dégâts, mais j'allais dire j'ai une meilleure résistance non plus. C'est... Techniquement, mon stuff, est-ce que ça m'apporte une résistance correcte? Allez, allez, venez mon petit. Ils ont quand même un temps de latence.
Blast it. I kill one, another takes its place.
Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
D'accord.
Priscilla. How's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
Ok. D'habitude, il passe par là tout seul, il affronte les noyeurs, il affronte la guenaude. Ah, quand même sauvegarder vite fait, les amis.
Take the ladder. This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Donc ça, c'est pas un nain, c'est un chasseur de sorcières. Ça a l'air d'être une femme. Il y a d'autres corps? Non, il n'y a pas d'autres corps ici. Ça a l'air d'être un nain par contre.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Alors, en général, je fais le truc de haut en bas.
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
C'est vrai que la syphilis n'arrache pas les yeux, ce genre de choses.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen. Toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
And a different sense of humor.
Moi, je trouve ça marrant.
Look
Ah,
at
il a
his
un truc au
hands.
niveau des mains, ça se
These
voit là, il a
welts.
des...
Rope burns, right? He
il a
was
été
tied
retenu.
up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Alors attendez.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
D'accord, donc qu'est-ce qu'ils ont fait avaler à...
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes, and some grey dust. Ash, it seems, very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
Putain, mais c'est un psychopathe, le
So
mec.
it seems.
Bon, ça se voyait déjà,
Looking
mais...
at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Oh, putain. Tu m'étonnes qu'il ait été attaché et qu'il y ait des telles marques au niveau de ses mains. Enfin, s'il était attaché, on lui arrache les yeux pour lui planter des charbons ardents à la place. Ouais, il a dû se débattre. Probablement.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Ok.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about, what the motive might have been.
Ah, attends. Meurtre rituel. Bah.
Sure of one thing. This was punishment.
Even the witch hunters don't engage in this kind of torture. What sin could possibly merit it?
Only the murderer knows that. And it's the key to finding him. Or her. It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Je sais pas si vous repérez un truc intéressant, les amis. Il y a un truc qui bouge tout seul sur la tenue de Geralt. Ça veut dire quelque chose, ça.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Entre le médaillon qui bouge et le mec qui n'a pas vieilli en 30 ans, bon, un Witcher, un sorceleur fait normalement assez rapidement le rapprochement. C'est pas un humain qui est en face de nous, les amis.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebyritz was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in, under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why do you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel, a rogue, like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer, delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
I decide when we're done with this subject. What's your connection to him?
An old story, but if you insist... The student protests in 1242, you've heard of them? I led them. Hubert, however, denounced me to the authorities. I landed in prison. There you have it. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Alors, il y a l'air d'avoir un truc un peu plus loin là-bas. Ah!
Bloody bandits! Can't go out in the streets no more!
At least before they didn't used to kill women.
Fool of foul of the king of beasts.
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One was so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of
Ah, c'est trash.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid. You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you a tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
I'd advise you not to anger me, or you'll get an inside tour of the crematory.
Touch me, the guards will be hiding your ass for your counter free.
To save a little shit like you? Doubt it.
They's clever lads, more cleverer than you. They know Eustace, know they want me on their side, 'cause you'll all die one day, and then I'll decide where your body winds up. A grave, the crematorium, or elsewhere.
Talk. What did you find on him?
As you wish. Triflings, baubles, glass-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing as so it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Bon, c'est un connard, mais il a un boulot de merde, honnêtement. Voilà. Je vais pas lui en vouloir trop. Après, c'est vrai que du coup, il arrache une partie de la peau de chaque victime, il note le nom de la victime précédente, et il la laisse sur le cadavre. Et honnêtement, visiblement, c'est juste pas la première victime, c'est une série de victimes. Sauf que si à chaque fois, il s'amuse à garder le truc, et à garder le nom de la suite de la victime suivante, les gardes ne peuvent pas faire le lien entre les victimes. Alors qu'il y a un serial killer qui court.
Get out of my sight. Now.
Bon, du coup, ceci étant fait, alors, examinez l'endroit où est mort le menuisier à l'aide de vos sens de sorceleur. Et inspectez la ruelle si là c'était démoli. Ah, il y a un truc par ici, ok. Donc du coup c'est derrière qu'il faut passer. Ah mais purée, c'est la ruelle qui est juste à côté du théâtre en plus. Mince, je peux pas passer au-dessus? Attendez, il y a bien une porte ici avant. J'avais poursuivi quelqu'un par là une fois. Mince, elle a été condamnée. Tout c'est pareil, pourquoi on peut escalader certains trucs et il y a d'autres trucs qu'on peut pas sauter par-dessus, ça m'agace. Bon, c'est dommage qu'ils aient condamné ce passage. Oups. Alors, honnêtement, j'ai l'impression de me compliquer la vie en sautant dans le canal. Je pense pas que ce soit la méthode la plus rapide, les amis. Caméra. Ah, vas-y, tourne-toi, Gérald.
Got my eye on you. Right, God,
Donc,
damn this weather.
Anyone home?
Begun. or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. A better backing dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I ran to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these 2 mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
Ah oui, ils ont l'air
What'll
vénères
it
les
be
chiens.
now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenfurt, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf. Craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, 'tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag, and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find this dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Ouais, c'est un peu probable, mais...
We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Oh, peut-être que les chiens ils s'entendent mieux avec Gérald que les chats. Les chats ne m'aiment pas donc. Ça a l'air d'aller. Alors.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Ça va pas lui faire du bien au nain de Revis. Ok, donc attendez, il y avait quelques autres trucs à inspecter dehors.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
Ok. Donc des statues de femmes bien fichues, visiblement. Alors, n'oubliez pas, braves gens, que le feu peut être à la fois une bénédiction et une malédiction. Le feu peut réchauffer de ses flammes, faire cuire notre repas, repousser les horreurs de la nuit, mais le feu peut aussi brûler, dévorer et incinérer. C'est pourquoi nous devons vivre en harmonie avec le feu éternel et ses commandements. Qui n'entend pas ses leçons, qui vit dans son ignorance, qui s'en moquera, perdra la vie dans ses flammes. Suivez mon conseil, braves gens, et vous récolterez ce que vous aurez semé. Un citoyen inquiet. Ça ressemble quand même à une menace à tous ceux qui ne reconnaissent pas le feu éternel comme la religion principale à laquelle il faut absolument qu'il faut absolument suivre quand même. Donc... On n'aura plus besoin de toute façon. Alors ici.
More blood stains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless... somebody got rid of the blood. Left a few stains behind.
Du coup, il y a quoi d'autre? Ah, la chaise.
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Ça explique parce qu'on avait, comment dire, hop là, on avait trouvé, on avait vu qu'il avait un pied cassé, donc il a visiblement il a shooté dans la chaise. Là par contre il y a une odeur.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it.
Ah, et elle reste juste dans le coin. Est-ce qu'on peut lui reparler? Bon, visiblement pas, il a rien à nous dire apparemment.
Aye.
Had a look at your sculptures.
Had? Lifelike, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. The women especially. Never seen a bust that size on Molitale.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that will crush her back. Whittle him down. He said, nay, they'd sell better this way. Told me to shut me trap. And sell they did. Till one sermon at the temple. And the celebrating reverend said that whoso buys idols from the non-human Myers sins twofold, as a heretic and as a lecher. That was the end of that.
Uh-huh.
Already know what happened. Fabian was in the workshop. Murderer attacked him there. They struggled. Fabian was overpowered, then tortured. For a time.
I needn't know the details. Truth be told, I hadn't the stomach for him.
When it was over, the murderer dragged Fabian to the courtyard, then made a pyre of sculptures, set them aflame.
But why? Why do all that?
To teach a lesson. To him, you, the whole city. Fine, we've talked enough. Won't learn anything else here. Take care.
Il a dit pourquoi il ferait ça pour vous apprendre une leçon, mais il dit pas laquelle. Le mec ça doit pas le renseigner plus que ça. Bon, faut qu'on aille à l'endroit où s'est fait agresser Priscilla du coup. Ah, c'est derrière, autant pour moi.
Help! Save me! I'm dying!
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim.
Oh non.
Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Fais chier. Alors attendez. On va d'abord enquêter ici. Suzy la siffleuse.
A brazier. This time of year? Man's footprint. The murderer's maybe.
How am I to know?
Weight on his heel.
See what he does.
Took a step back.
Take him from the back! Gonna gut you clean, you lass!
Pourquoi il vient de me casser la gueule? Bon, les combats comme ça me réussit tellement pas que... Ok, bon voilà, en 1 contre 1 c'est déjà bien. Ah et lui il est bugué carrément.
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Ok. Donc visiblement le tueur il bute que des personnes un peu inconnues.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Je dirais probablement rien.
Oh, my head's ringing.
Du coup.
Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way. Human. Priscilla's.
Il y a l'air d'avoir un truc. Ah non, c'est juste les drapeaux de la ville qui flottent à travers le mur.
Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
Appel d'un citoyen inquiet, c'est encore la même. N'oubliez pas. Ah non, c'est pas la même. N'oubliez pas, braves gens, que la lumière du feu dissipe toutes les ténèbres, révèle tous les mensonges et démasque toutes les âmes débauchées et indignes. Les dopplers pouvant changer d'apparence, les sorcières si habiles dans l'art de tromper les braves gens, les filles de joie embrumant les esprits des hommes avec leur charme, même eux ne peuvent échapper à sa lumière, alors renoncez à la magie immorale et dangereuse, couvrez pudiquement votre corps pour ne pas provoquer de poussées impures, et le feu éternel vous dévoilera tous les monstres et les pécheurs. Autrement, vous brûlerez aussi dans les flammes. Ouais, ça ressemble quand même bien à un fanatique religieux quand même.
A brazier. This time of year?
Non, non, non. C'est ça que sur lequel je vais enquêter, c'est la sorte de fumée.
A brazier.
Mais non!
This time of year?
Comment ça se fait? Je m'en fous du brasero, moi ce que je veux c'est l'odeur. Alors il y a l'odeur, mais il n'y a pas... Il n'y a pas le E qui s'active. Ah là.
I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
Ah c'est du formol. Parler au légiste. Ok, donc je sais pas où il est. Hop là, donc allons parler au médecin légiste. D'un côté t'as une série de crimes perpétrés par un fanatique du feu éternel, et de l'autre côté t'as les gens qui font feu éternel, protège-nous. Voilà. N'oubliez pas, braves gens, qu'un feu allumé ne peut plus être arrêté, qu'il consume tout sur son passage et ne cesse de brûler qu'après avoir tout réduit en cendres. Les hommes ne peuvent échapper à cet élément, et s'ils s'inclinent devant lui, s'ils le laissent entrer dans leur cœur, eux aussi deviennent cendres. Alors sondez votre conscience et vivez en accord avec les principes de l'Église avant que l'heure de la pénitence ne soit passée. Oui, toujours un gros fanatique. Allez, allez. Alors le médecin légiste par contre c'est lequel des deux? C'est le vrai médecin légiste ou c'est celui qu'on a... Ouais c'est ça. Celui qui est à la morgue. Celui que je suspecte d'être un vampire. Donc encore une victime.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you. Especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Von Graz told me all about you.
Ah. Doubtless you've heard how I had the noble leader of the student protesters thrown in prison. But did you hear the protests were far from peaceful? Or did he neglect to mention it?
Il l'a pas mentionné.
People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
How old's von Graz? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
Pas très amusant. Parce que honnêtement, Gérald passe son temps à tuer des gens et à passer du temps à côté des morts, donc bon. Bon, peut-être pas autant qu'un mec qui travaille à la morgue.
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenford Academy, found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad. Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
Avec Nathaniel a l'air d'être un sacré cas.
The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Vegelbud, ok. Patrice Vegelbud, un citoyen inquiet. Oh, le mec il s'appelle un citoyen inquiet, mais je sais pas. Plutôt un citoyen dangereux plus qu'un citoyen inquiet, quoi.
Time, master.
Yeah, sure. Till next time.
Geralt Larev.
Well, well, another freak.
Malgré tout ce que je fais pour la cité, il continue à me traiter comme de la merde, les gens. C'est pas gentil. Bon, après c'est vrai que les services que j'ai rendus à la cité, je les ai rendus pour la plupart à Distra et aux autres patrons de la pègre. Donc oui, je comprends que tout le monde ne soit pas heureux. Alors, filons au domaine Vegelbud. Vegelbud. Non, Vegelbud, je crois. Peut-être si on parle aux gardes.
What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my ass out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Donc ça c'est Ingrid, c'est pas Patricia.
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now, I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his next victim.
Why, even if it's true, our gods.
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills, tortures his victims, cuts out their hearts. So let's see how she is, just in case.
I find this all very hard to believe, but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Une personne qui commence d'un seul coup après avoir vu quelques bûchers à remettre en cause le feu éternel. Ça me semble bien être une raison pour la punition divine.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
He ran out the other door! Catch him!
Con. La vieille, le cul, enfin... Ok. Allez, allez, allez. Oh là là, enfoiré de chien! Me ralentissez pas, c'est l'autre qu'il faut ralentir. Vous êtes stupide.
Spread out! Murderer's still here!
J'ai pas le temps pour vous, les gardes. Oh là là, j'aimerais tellement avoir une hallebarde comme vous. Bon, il est où? Non, là ce sont les chiens. Est-ce qu'il a pu partir par là? Non, tellement pas. Pour chasser l'assassin, mais j'en ai aucune idée d'où il est l'assassin. C'est bien là mon principal problème. Est-ce qu'il aurait pas passé la porte? Visiblement pas. Pas par ici non plus. Alors comment ça se passe? Est-ce que je dois éclater tous les gardes ou est-ce que je dois me faire éclater par les gardes? Bon, on va peut-être éviter cette deuxième option. Oh là 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 là. En plus c'est des gardes avec des boucliers, je déteste ça. Wow, ils sont solides hein. On va plutôt y mettre le feu les amis, ça... Wow! Ça lui est passé derrière.
Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
Ah, fallait juste en blesser un sévèrement.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire. Only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body, a note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
Ah mais genre même pas la détacher.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time.
Ok. Alors qu'est-ce qu'il raconte ça? N'oubliez pas de rejoindre le feu dévore tout sur sa route. Ah ça on l'a déjà eu.
Same wounds as the previous victims. Examination would be a waste of time. Gotta get to crippled Kate's, fast. Another empty formaldehyde bottle.
Bon, allons-y. Désolé Ingrid. Eh, vois le côté positif des choses. Maintenant t'es... toi qui dirige. Bon, ok. Même si elle devait probablement déjà diriger avant vu l'âge de sa mère. Il y a un truc qui m'a moitié choqué, c'est son visage avait été quasiment pas ridé même si elle avait les cheveux blancs quoi. Ah la mère de Ingrid. C'est bizarre. Bon, on aurait limite dit une Witcher.
Oh.
Allez, barrez-vous. Du coup, alors il faut qu'on aille au chat estropié. On dirait le nom d'un bar. Ah, c'est pas un bar, c'est carrément le bordel. Ok, ok. Ou alors si c'est pas le bordel, c'est juste à côté. Hop, hop, hop. Cette selle est quand même des plus magnifiques, donc on va prendre celle-ci.
That's it, Roach. Oh. Will, save me. I'm dying. And it's raining again.
Hop là. Wow, cette aura jaune à l'intérieur. C'est bizarre.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them.
Et tu crois que je vais faire quoi si tu me passes cette info? Évidemment, je vais aller les déranger. Le client très important pourrait éventuellement vouloir sa peau. Ok, donc l'escalier qui monte est là.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me, and I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
What, no foreplay? No formaldehyde, coals in my eye sockets.
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know. But I see we must talk. Calmly.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. But to Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with sweet Nettie. After all, I paid in advance.
Alors, si je lui dis ça, il va accepter, il va laisser tranquille, mais ce sera juste pour un temps, la première option. Le truc, c'est que Axie, c'est pas un truc qui marche à vie. Ou alors peut-être qu'il va la laisser elle à vie tranquille et il va aller emmerder une autre prostituée derrière. Donc non.
Then you'll pay again. For her, for all the other women you've tortured. You're free now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If not for you. He asked if I did everything, and I said, for the right price, of course. And then he smiled. Oh, God, it gave me the shivers. And then he hit me so hard I passed out. I was bound when I came to, and he was hitting the poker in the fire.
Calm down. He won't hurt you anymore. He won't hurt anyone.
Ok. Bon. Je me trompe pas. Depuis tout à l'heure, je me bats avec l'épée d'entraînement que... On peut pas avoir de lance, mais on peut avoir ça. Oh yeah! Oh, ça a l'air cool. Lui, je vais le garder par contre, le tisonnier. Ok. Et donc si je le range, c'est-à-dire le feu au bout du tisonnier? Non. Ah si c'est ça, si d'accord, c'est quand je le sors il se met à brûler. Ok. Nickel, c'est sympa ça. Bon alors attendez, ça je vais juste me débarrasser de ces trucs vu que c'est un peu inutile. Bon après ceci dit ça a pas l'air de faire des masses de dégâts. 511 à 625. Et j'avais quoi comme épée? L'épée du griffon? Ouais. C'est quand même beaucoup plus mal quoi. Oups. C'est l'épée en argent que j'ai équipée. Et où mon autre épée? L'épée en acier du griffon légendaire. Légendaire amélioré. Faudrait que je les détruise mes anciennes épées. J'ai déjà vendu mon ancien stuff. Bon bref. Du coup on a appris que celui qui a essayé de. Qui a laissé le message et qui savait où il était. C'était le mec qui travaillait à la morgue et qui nous a fait arriver ici. Voilà, et par où on descend? Je me paume là-dedans. Ah voilà, ici.
You're a vulgar one. Can see it in your face.
Merci bien. Donc, la sortie.
Didn't look like rain.
Péché charnel, du coup. Entrepôt 12.
Bloody hell. My neighbour wench sold amulets to her.
Oh. We'll catch some. Have a race.
La morgue va avoir besoin d'un nouveau patron et d'un nouvel employé. Donc comme ça. À moins qu'il me donne une bonne raison de pas le tuer, mais étant donné qu'il a massacré... Ça aurait été que des gens que je connais pas. Ça m'aurait pas dérangé, mais là il y avait Priscilla dans le lot. Quoi. Ok, donc il va être là-dedans. Je voulais regarder un truc avant. Ça allait être mes statistiques. Ok, donc 228% d'intensité des signes, Igni fait 339 de dégâts. Et alors si je mets tout mon set de griffons... et Igni fait 438. Ceci dit, j'ai des résistances qui sont moins bonnes visiblement. 49, 40, 24. Hmm. 65, 55, 60. Ah bah épuré carrément. 35% de résistance aux dégâts des monstres. Non bah écoutez, je vais me battre avec mon set de griffon, je vais arrêter de faire le gogol. Du coup. Mon épée est prête, qu'est-ce qu'il va me falloir? Ah oui, j'ai une potion qu'il faut que je boive. Les amis, du coup, comme je vous l'ai dit, je soupçonne fortement notre ami de pas être des plus honnêtes avec nous. Alors attendez, on a ça, c'est nickel, ça fait quoi? 20% d'intensité des signes. Potion de chat, faut qu'on la dégage. J'avais une autre potion à prendre à la place. Le chat huant. Ça c'est cool. Du coup, ça reste, il me semble, après la nuit. À la nuit tombée. On va donc attendre la nuit, les amis. Pour aller se faire cet ami, ce monsieur vampire. Alors... La tête qu'il a, on dirait un seigneur Sith avec toutes les veines qui ressortent. Du coup, normalement là j'ai les deux qui sont activés. Le chat huant, il reste en mode permanent vu qu'il fait nuit. La décoction d'équidna, j'en ai pour encore 37 minutes. Je vais pouvoir activer mes autres potions. Filtre de pétri. Non, j'ai remis le chat huant, je crois. Dame. Il faut que j'attende. Ensuite, il faut que je mette le filtre de pétri et quand le combat va recommencer, j'aurai 5 potions d'hirondelle pour me soigner. Oh, j'ai plus d'arbalète sur moi. Prendre l'arbalète de l'école du chat, est-ce que j'ai mieux ou pas? Ravix, ça fait plus 4. Avec 300% de dégâts. Et ici 225, plus 10 perforants, plus 2% de gain d'adrénaline, 2% de critique. Non, celle-ci est mieux. Oups. C'est pas vrai. Bah, il vient d'entrer dans l'entrepôt. Attendez, c'est pas là qu'il y a un vampire. Ok, donc, ceci dit... Ah là, ma vie, elle descend trop vite. Bon, c'est pas grave, vas-y.
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel. Although, you've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
Who What are you?
A vampire. Higher, of course.
Got a reason for killing? A reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. Fire down the throat that...
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city. Its population amnesiacs to the very concepts of decency and morality. So I decided to remind them, in a manner they'd be certain to notice.
There are other ways. Could have set up a soapbox in Hierarch Square, preached from it.
How funny. That's exactly what I did. But none listened. Instead they laughed, threw stones. Give a thought to my victims. A lecherous woodcarver who'd spend his last copper on whores. An old countess who defiled symbols of the faith. A Trebirates for whom nothing was sacred, nothing above ridicule. They did not deserve to live. But their deaths could be a lesson to others. Awaken them, scare them onto the correct path, the path to the fire, to cleansing, to salvation. For you, I'm afraid it's too late. You are a man of little faith. I sense this.
But I'm pretty good with a sword.
Pretty good.
Might not cut it.
Wow, il a résisté à mon sort. Ok, d'accord. Alors, l'avantage de mon stuff en full... de mon stuff full mage, c'est que... Stun. Et que ça permet de recharger mes sorts relativement rapidement. Alors ce combat là je sais que je me suis fait pourrir de très nombreuses fois la première fois que je l'ai fait. Et pourtant là on a de la place pour l'affronter, le vampire. Il y a plein de vampires dans le jeu qu'on doit affronter dans des pièces de 9 mètres carrés. Pour tous ceux qui ont été en cité. C'est comme si vous deviez affronter le vampire dans votre chambre de la cité. C'est un Katakan. Alors, pierre runique de Svarog supérieur. Alors, là-bas, il y avait un truc sur le sol. Appel d'un citoyen inquiet. Qu'est-ce qu'il raconte cette fois? Ok, non, c'est bon, celui-là, on l'avait déjà. On pourra plus revenir ici, donc je vais tout piller. J'ai quand même envie d'aller très légèrement boxer l'ancien élève du vampire. Tout simplement parce qu'il nous a pas dit que son ancien prof était un vampire et que ça aurait pu nous servir, même si on n'aurait probablement pas fait le lien entre un vampire et l'église du feu éternel, vu que l'église du feu éternel parle de détruire tous les monstres qui existent. Et que les vampires sont quelque peu des monstres. Alors, il y a des trucs à récupérer là-haut, mais j'ai aucune idée de comment on monte à l'étage. J'ai pas vu une seule échelle. Oh, Evolius. Les joyeux du Nord, Novigrad. Et donc visiblement il ne tuait pas, mais alors pas du tout pour se nourrir ou quoi que ce soit. Après c'était un vampire supérieur, et comme la plupart des vampires supérieurs n'ont pas besoin de tuer pour se nourrir, ils prennent juste ce dont ils ont besoin. Comme les humains avec le vin, on nous a dit par le passé. Du coup... Bon, il était quand même pas super solide quand on le connaît, quoi. Ah, il est encore chez le médecin. Dandelion. Chez Jaskier. Bref.
There's Eustace. He's him always walks and cruises.
Such lovely natural sound.
And remember, never venture into the bits alone. Always take a partner.
Normalement, il devrait être satisfait.
He any good?
He's good.
Et alors ici, ils se font pas massacrer alors que la statue de la déesse a un sein à l'air. Ils ont pas massacré tous les médecins de la ville. Étonnant. Faudrait peut-être que je range mon épée, ceci dit. En état. Je suis au mauvais étage.
How's...
Better, right?
Yes.
Elle arrive encore à parler, quoi.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. From me and Priscilla.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Broccolon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
Yes, Geralt?
Hubert told me about your past. Even more vivid than I'd assumed.
I've not time for riddles, Geralt. Be straight or be gone.
Any truth to his claim that people died during the riots at the university? Died for your cause?
I was young and stupid. I thought a better future was worth any price. Even a human life or two. But those are past sins. Sins I've atoned for.
Why is the university in Oxenford closed?
Because it suits Radovid. You've not heard the story? The rector wished to grant him an honorary doctorate. The faculty disagreed. Nonetheless, Radovid arrived for the ceremony, donned a gown, collected his diploma, and when it was over, imprisoned the deans and the entire academic senate so they wouldn't raise a stink.
I've been at Vilmerius Hospital ever since. But perhaps it's for the best. I'm far more adept, scalpel in hand, than I ever was behind a lectern.
Oh, on peut parler Shani.
Know another surgeon from Oxenford Academy. Her name's Shani. Know her? Red hair, cropped short, freckles.
And a hopeless idealist. Naturally, I know her. She was my assistant for a year.
Any idea where she is now?
My gut tells me she's somewhere along the front, patching up pikemen. I told her it would be futile. In the time she saved 100 lives, another 1,000 would be lost. But medics with a mission, you can't argue with them.
found and killed the murderer. It was Hubert. You were right not to trust him. He was a hired vampire.
I thought nothing could surprise me in Novigrad. Seems I was wrong. Deeply wrong. Thank you, Geralt. Were it not for you, this would never have ceased.
Genre, il lui fait remarquer qu'en 30 ans, il a pas pris une ride, et même pas il soupçonne la possibilité que ce soit un vampire dans un univers où les vampires existent. Enfin, même nous, si on avait prouvé l'existence des vampires dans notre univers, on voit un mec qui en 30 ans ne prend pas une ride. Bon, on pense à la chirurgie esthétique, mais on pense pas que à ça, quoi. Enfin, l'idée des vampires nous passe par l'esprit. Bon, ceci étant fait, les amis, on va se laisser ici pour cette fois-ci. J'espère que vous avez apprécié la vidéo. Comme d'habitude, n'hésitez pas à laisser un commentaire pour me dire ce que vous en avez pensé. Un pouce bleu, un partage et abonnez-vous. Et moi, je vous dis à la prochaine. C'était Sylann. Ciao.